Secured Insights.
Today on Secure Insights, we have something a little more interesting for you, perhaps, rather than just listening to me all the time, which, of course, don't want to say I like the sound of my own voice, but I'm pretty sure you guys would rather hear less of it. So, Jane has been a security operator now in a control room for a large commercial warehouse business, and Jane has been working now in the business long enough to remember the CRT screen days and the coaxial independent systems, shall we say. So the first question I'd like to ask you, Jane, first of all, welcome to the show. What's your view on the new technology that you've got access to, and in relation to what, should we say, you used to use?
It's night and day, Marcus, really. When I first started, I had 6 different screens open, 3 keyboards, and I was constantly switching between systems, trying to work out what was happening. The biggest win is having everything in one place now.
And you've recently brought in a well-known PSIM.
With the system we brought in, when something happens, like a door forced or motion in a car park, it automatically pulls the relevant cameras, access logs, and alarm details into a single incident.
Right.
Before, I could easily spend 2 or 3 minutes just trying to piece things together. Now it's seconds. So on reflection, it's much better where we are today.
Yeah, interesting. So what about the false alarms? We spoke about that on a previous podcast here. False alarms I always refer to as the sort of the boy who cried wolf.
Oh my
right?
God, yes. I used to call the old analytics the rat detector. I remember an occasion we had rats that triggered the system almost every night, literally.
Yeah.
Now, with the newer AI and proper tuning, the system has learned what's normal on site. My false alarms have dropped massively.
You don't get as much of that.
Probably around 75%. That means when the system does alert me, I actually trust it and respond quickly instead of rolling my eyes.
If it happens regularly, you ignore them, right?
Exactly.
So from an operator's perspective, Jane, what would you say to a security manager thinking about upgrading or adding PSIM to their system?
Just do it. It's not just a nice to have. It makes the whole team better. We make fewer mistakes, we're faster when it matters, and honestly, we enjoy the job more because we're not fighting with clunky old systems. At the end of a shift, I feel like I've actually achieved something, not just survived the day.
That's powerful. I mean, it makes a big difference. Makes a big difference because, I can sit here and talk about my opinion on things, but actually speaking to someone that's been working as if you don't mind me saying, as the end user, really, you're using that on behalf of the customer to defend their sites, I suppose would be the word, protect their sites. So it makes a lot of sense, to be quite honest with you. Thanks for sharing that operator's view.
Yeah, anytime, Marcus. Happy to come back, and I love what you're doing here.
Security Insights.
So there you have it, straight from the control room. Real operators love the difference in modern physical security and the technology that can be used there to keep them up and running. Now, if you're running a control room or thinking about improvements, we at Stilo Group Services can help make that get my words right, that transition smooth with the right systems and support. Thanks for listening to this short episode of Secured Insights. Drop a comment if you're an operator. What's the biggest benefit you've seen? We'd love to hear. We're going to get some more guests in. What I'm hoping to do is get the cameras on before long so that you can see the conversation in action. So see you next time on Secured Insights.
Secured Insights. The Stilo Group Services. Secured Insights. Stilo Group.